So this is the discussion for Chapter 15, and it states, in your opinion, should private property be taken for public use? Explain your answer. So I did a little research into eminent domain, and then also watching the video and reading about it. I had no idea that the Fifth Amendment played a part in this. I did not know that it was. I guess I didn't know the background of it. But legally, government is able to take over private property to become public, as long as the owner of the land is given some sort of compensation when they do take that land. And then there's all kinds of like background as far as like air rights and like stuff like that. But anyways, I personally think that there's different ways you can view this. I do not believe that it's completely appropriate to just go in and take private land, especially if it's like historically owned and just things like in that perspective, if they were given rights to that property in the past, and it was deemed private property, and then having somebody go in and taking it over, being their home or anything like that. I have encountered a situation where there was actually an area in my hometown where we used to go hiking all the time, and it was like a really nice place that close to our house, but then a home was built near the trail, and so then they completely shut the trail down because it was considered private property, which was kind of upsetting because, it was a great hike, but it was just sad to see that it was taken, went from government land to private property, which it ended up not being, completely necessary because the home wasn't even on the trail, it was just near the home. And so in those types of situations, I feel like, it's okay as far as like the government to step in and be like, okay, like this is where we, people in the public like to hike, and so, they can set up like a boundary line where, people can't cross but are still, able to enjoy nature. So I do feel like there are a couple sides to this term.